when people meet you, oh, you're a funny guy, tell us a joke, right? It's got to be really, really annoying.
People who are the type of people who ask that are usually not looking for the type of joke that you're going to tell. That, then they'll go, oh, that's not funny. This is a joke I heard.
Welcome to the Greater Calling vlog. My name is Will Crooks. My co-host today is Orion. And this vlog explores best practices to maximize the good percent of your business. And that's the part of your business that just makes the world better. Our celebrity guest today is Adam Yenser. Adam is a comedian and Emmy Award winning writer for the Ellen Degeneres Show, where he starred in a recurring segment, Kevin the Cashier, played by Adam himself. He's appeared on Conan, Fox Laughs, and the Greg Gutfeld Show. Written for the Oscars, been a freelance contributor to SNL. It's a Weekend Update. Adam mixes sharp observational humor with a unique conservative political perspective. That's a mouthful. And he was named Best New Political Comedian by Politicon in 2015. I feel like I need a laugh track or some sort of applause.
Welcome. You deserve applause for getting that whole, you read my whole bio on there. Oh, thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Well, let's start with you. You've been in the comedy space for years and years. Why? What's the deep passion with comedy for you?
Comedy it's always just been something that I love. It's one of those things. I feel like this is a cliche, but like even if I wasn't getting paid to do it, I would still be doing it. And I think as a comedian that has more meaning, because even when you are getting paid to do it, 90% of the time you're not getting paid to do it. Like I still go out to, it's like sometimes I make money off of it, but I'm still going out to open mics and getting paid in drink tickets and half price appetizers. So, but I still love doing it. That I've always liked the way I think stand-up comedy in particular, but all forms of comedy, it can kind of make people, think about things in a new way, or kind of open them to, ideas or sort of the sort of absurdities of life that they might not have thought about in that way before. So I've always liked that, but it's something, that's fun to do every day. And I'm blessed that I get to make money doing it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So I can imagine if you're just out with your friends and, and you're kind of being yourself and having fun and they're laughing, are you thinking to yourself, I should be paid right now?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'll demand that they pay me right then and there, or they either have to pay me or I can give them my Venmo and they can just send me a tip later. Yeah.
Well, much of your stand-up has a political edge to it. How do you keep kind of from the nation is already polarized? How do you keep from polarizing it even more and making enemies in this political climate?
It's hard. And I mean, I don't think I've made many enemies, but what's weird is I don't think I've made many enemies. I think what hurts more and what's more frustrating is when you lose friends over political issues nowadays with how divided everything's becoming, because I've never really, I'm very open that I'm like more conservative, but I've never been the type of person where I'm like going to cut someone out of my life because they're on the left or because they disagree on a political issue. But it seems like that's becoming more and more common in the country. And, one of my favorite quotes about comedy is from this comedian, Bill Hicks. And he said, to me, the comedian is the person who says, wait a minute, as the consensus forms. And I've kind of always liked that in that tension between, what you're saying and what they believe or what they're comfortable with. I think there's a lot of humor to be found in that area.
Yeah, for sure. Well, a lot of your life has been influenced certainly by comedy, but something that isn't necessarily funny is poverty. And
I'm sure some people can make it funny.
Do you want to give that a shot right now, Adam?
Check out my fountain joke.
Yes, the fountain joke.
Yeah.
We remember the fountain and what people must think of us with all this clean water. And then throwing money into it, right? Like a wishing well. And so your life has been influenced by traveling to Guatemala, coming alongside some of the most vulnerable communities in the world. Why is that important for you?
It's one of those things where, you're in this poverty-stricken area and you're working with these people who you see their homes are, sometimes just corrugated metal stacked together with a blanket over it. And you're in these conditions, but there's so much joy there in these people and through what they're struggling through. And to be able to help them, especially these kids, to have, hopefully a better future, going to school and getting an education is not something that's guaranteed there. So any program like this that helps those people who can't afford this or don't have opportunities like this, it's just a very rewarding and enjoyable thing to do.
My question is connected to what inspired you as a child to get up and say, I want to do better in this world, or I want to leave this world a better place?
As far as like wanting to do good, I think a lot of that does come from, my Christian faith, but also I was in like Boy Scouts when I was a child. I was an Eagle Scout. I went to, church youth group, and it was always these sort of organizations that they mixed like having fun and doing service work and doing, projects with people. And you find that like, if you're able to make a positive difference in the world and have fun doing it, it's like, why wouldn't you do that?
That's great. Well, you use your comedy to make a positive difference in the world. What's one kind of gold nugget that you want to leave us with today about utilizing the good percent in today's business world?
I would say one of the biggest things is make sure that good percent is always the part that you're most focused on and that you're kind of enjoying. When it does become about just sort of one-upping the next person or just bringing in money, like that might be rewarding or satisfying in the short term when you hit that goal, but both in the moment and when you look back on it, it's going to feel like a very like empty portion of your life if you're not doing that part that makes you feel good.
That's awesome. We asked for a gold nugget, Orion. He gave us a gold bar. That's what Adam does. That's what he brings. Well, thank you, Adam, so much for your insights today. And thank you for watching. I'm Will Crooks of Greater Calling, encouraging you to make the most of that good percent.